What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. It's your host, Billy here, and it's time to take it to the ring. So on this episode of WrestleCap, we're going to be reviewing AEW Dynamite. It is an explosion of a night. So the night starts off with the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, Kenny Omega. They're all backstage, they're talking. Kenny's kind of talking about how he needs to make some changes. He knows where he failed most recently up against his match with Adam Cole, how he needs to make some changes for the future in order to better himself. And he asks the Young Bucks, to hold down the fort. So Young Bucks are like, yeah, of course, we're gonna hold it down. Don't even worry. Cole kind of comes in. He's like, hey, yeah, of course we'll do it. Omega's like, dude, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the Bucks. Young Bucks are like, nah, that's not right. So next up, we have the Dark Order. They're coming out. They're supporting Adam Cole after his win. And now we have the new AEW champion. And the crowd is just chanting, you deserve it. Adam Cole is just loving it. He's relishing in it. And, he says, you know what? I didn't deserve it. I earned it. And then the crowd starts chanting, you earned it, you earned it. And it's great. It's a cool moment. He's a little bit cocky, but he's humble at the same time. It's just pure cowboy shit. And it's a great moment. I enjoyed it. It was cool seeing him out there. So Cole brings up Bryan Danielson, and someone's about to talk. And you get, the music comes out. So guess what? American Dragon comes out himself. Man, I love the music. The crowd loves it. They love him too. Danielson, he congratulates Cole on his win. Says, good job. But I'm disappointed I don't get to go up against Omega. Right? A little bit of a smack in the face. And he's like, oh, well, I beat him. I'm here. Adam Cole saying, hey, I'm the best. I'm the champion. You want it? Face me. Well, Daniel says, yeah, let's go. I'm ready to fight. He's ready for it. He talks a little bit, but it's like, wait, we're not going to fight tonight, though. Bryan Danielson tells him, he's like, I don't want to give you any excuse to not win this fight. You dress like shit. You're not ready to fight. And Cole's like, I'll fight you whenever. Let's go. So they kind of wrestle for a little bit. Cole comes back. He gets like this little bit of a headbutt. And then the Dark Order, they come in, they break it all up. It's a big mess. Doing what Dark Order does, I suppose. The darkest order there is. So next up, we'll see Bryan Danielson versus the Evil Uno, right? So you have the Dark Order saying, hey, we got to keep the cool. And Danielson's out first. He gets a great takedown. He really works in. He goes right into this great leg lock and just locks him down. He's not playing around at all. I mean, Uno is there, and Danielson's ready to fight. He's showing out. Hey, you want to come out and defend Cole? I'm going to show you. Give me your best, and I'm ready for it. So Uno comes off. He works the ropes a little bit. Bryan, he gets him into the corner, and he just starts beating up on him. The ref, he makes the ref give him a five count. I love it. I love seeing that sort of fight. Uno comes back, big shoulder takedown. He's not playing around. But then the two kind of slow down a bit. You see him kind of like, all right, let's take it easy, not too big. And then boom, serious chops. I mean, they start trading, bam, bam, chops, not playing around. And then mean kicks from Uno right to the kidney. I mean, it's just bad. Danielson comes out. He's again making the ref count out to 5. And I love it. I love the good old 5 count, make him. He knows his 5 count, and he's going to take it. So Uno hands, from behind, says, whoosh, and just, takes the Dragon down. Big strikes, then goes right into a Hurricane Rana and a neck breaker, and Danielson is down. So now Uno is in charge. He's just making Danielson eat these just elbows. I mean, it's just, wow, big elbows from the top, just making him eat them. Uno comes from the top post for Senton Otomino, but Bryan was ready for it, man. He saw this coming. He's like, oh, knees, and wow, Uno, he gets the worst of it. Well done by Danielson. He saw it coming, and man, he put it up, and that was it. So then he starts pounding on Uno, big stomps, tearing him up, softening him up. then lays right into this really impressive triangle. I mean, it's super, super nice. And then Danielson comes in for the win. You know, and he would not let go. Danielson's just holding on to this triangle, just choking him out as mean as he can get. The ref had to pull him off, which is dirty, but it was nice. So Danielson's, you know, he's like, hey, I'm coming for you, Cabana. You're next. Chicago next week, I'm coming for you. So then next up, we have MJF. He's backstage. He's beat up. And he's wondering why nobody's really talking about him. Nobody's really taking him serious. And it's like, well, dude, you're kind of a dick, man. Take a chill pill. Keep on fighting. Put your time in. I mean, what? We see him 3 times a year? Like, put your time in. Come out correct. And then maybe somebody will start, well, most people will start respecting him. Because he's a good fighter. Let's be honest. He's a good wrestler. And he talks about Darby and beating him up. Then backstage, Kingston, he's confronted by Blame 2.0. Some more backstage nonsense. He flexes up, and then, you know, Kingston's, he's not playing around. He goes face to face with 2.0, and he's like, I'm done with this. I can't have an interview without being interrupted. I'm done. I'm going to catering. He just walks away and goes and finds some food. You know, silly backstage stuff, but it sets up for probably what's going to be happening later on with Kingston and 2.0. Love to see it. So next up, we have the Butcher and the Blade versus Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ishii. So great to see him in the AEW. The guy is just a beast. Great fighter. If you haven't seen him, check him out. Hopefully we'll see more in the AEW. So then we have the Butcher and Blade. They're coming out with the Bunny, you know, of course, the trio, bit of a trio that they are. Followed by Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro. And wow, he is just a beast. So Tomohiro, he's out first. He's going up against the Butcher. But, I mean, it's a quick tag. Not really playing around. Butcher's like, Blade, come in, handle this real quick. And then he just sends some big strikes to Tomo. And man, he's just not even cared. Big shoulder takedown. Orange comes in with a splash. Then the kicks of doom. And, you know, it's I love it. It's always fun. It's great seeing the hands go down. You know, but, you know, Butcher, he's not having it. He comes out, it's him and Orange, and it's going down. Orange ends up in the wrong corner, and he's just getting beat up by the Butcher and the Blade. They're just tearing him up. You know, I expect a little bit more from him, but he does good. So he tries to roll out. The Bunny then hits him when he's down. I mean, dirty girl. Some low blows. Tomo's in, right? He's just beating on Blade at this point. When I mean he gives a shoulder tackle, he tackles him with the shoulder and then just follows up with these mean chops, then a backdrop suplex. It's a cover, but I mean, it's a quick 2 count. You know, it's a little bit early, but still very smooth, very clean, fun to watch. So Butcher comes in, it's him and Tomohiro, and I mean, it's just big and big, mean and mean. And they just stare each other down for a moment. It's really cool. They start trading shots. And wow, Butcher sends Tomohiro into the corner, Tomo, right into the corner, just mean chops, laying him. But I mean, he's like Rocky. He has to get beat up a little bit. And he warms up, comes in, and just lays the Butcher out and starts stomping towards him. Then into a superplex, and it is beautiful. Tomohiro is just, wow, it's picture perfect superplex. And Blade is down, man. So Orange comes in. He hits a nice DDT reversal to Blade. Then it was a robbed 2 count. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I thought it was a solid 3 count, but he was robbed. So then you have Butcher and Blade, they come in, they're double teaming Orange, and he's just taking it. Tomo comes in, he beats up on Butcher in the corner. Yeah, Orange Cassidy with a big splash. He takes out Blade and Hardy. Then you have Tomo, he's inside, nice brain buster. Gets a 3 count and the win. Great debut, love seeing Tomohiro come out, and wow, he was fantastic. It was great seeing him. He has just like this stocky build, like pit bull. Great match. Check it out for sure. So backstage, we see, you know, a little bit more of some talk. It's FTR. They're talking about being robbed, and in my opinion, I feel like they were robbed because technically the guy that was pinned was not the legitimate guy, and they're bringing it up, and they want another shot. DMD is right behind him. She's talking about putting all the attention onto Jamie Hayter, which, you know, truthfully, I'm okay with. She deserves all the attention, but she's going to be the future, and she's backing her wholeheartedly. So we'll see what happens in the future. I mean, she's backing her up. It should be a great sponsorship. So for the next fight card of the night, we have Nyla Rose versus Shida. Shida's awesome. She's 51-10. You talk about an experienced fighter. She is tough beyond tough. Then you have Rose, who's 23-5. Also very good, clear size difference. They both come out hard, and you got Queen Karen louder than the whole crowd. Shida comes in with this really nice drop kick takedown cover, but a quick kick out. It's still real early. Rose with massive German suplex to Shida, and it is just hard hitting. She comes back with some nasty strikes. Then, Vicky, she's never too far, but she's not dumb. She sees her. She's keeping her distance. So Rose gets Shida in the corner and then just multiple spears and looks right at the camera and says, "I'm the best." Shida gets hung on Rose, man. She's just hanging her out. And then Vicky comes by with this kendo stick and chokes her out, pulling her down. Just mess up. I'm surprised she didn't get a DQ. She's lucky the ref didn't see it. Otherwise, she'd be out of here. And then the chairs come out, and Rose misses this senton. She's going to try to hit Shida on the chair, and she hits it. Dude, she goes hard. I mean, really hard. Big senton onto the chair, and nobody's home. So Shida takes the kendo stick from Vicky, right? And then just gets this nice beat down, and I love it. She's down. I'm just waiting for her to scream, "Excuse me!" But she doesn't because she's on the ground and she's sleeping. it's nice. So Rose has this really nice kind of head crank, and she's just pulling on her nose, pulling on Shida's nose, pulling back, just real dirty. Just not a fun move. And then she's taking it. She's not giving up, all right? I mean, she's here, sends Shida out to dry. She's hung out on the ropes. Shida comes back with a kick out though, and I'm just surprised she's alive. And I love it. So Shida comes in with a nice armbar, but counters with a big slam. Rose picks her up. Rose gets the counter. She picks her up and then slams her down. Rose comes back after a big senton, locks up with a leg stretcher, and just stretches her out. And Rose gets the win by submission. Very close match. You can't say that Shida did not put in every bit of everything she had. She was just such a big fighter, but unfortunately on this one, she lost. In my mind, it was technically a loss, but she won just by pure spirit. She's a great fighter, good people, and good job. So backstage, we see, Malachi Black. He's talking about vengeance with Road, rest of them, and just a whole lot of S-talk, smack talk. We'll see them coming up later. So then we have MJF coming out with his lackeys. They're walking out towards the crowd. The crowd is just crap. And I really don't blame him. I mean, he's a bit of a dick. He says he's gonna throw the Horseman, Adam Cole, out for glue, which I thought was hilarious. Then you got CM Punk. He comes out, doesn't say a word. MJF goes to shake his hand, and CM Punk's smiles, doesn't say a word, gives him his back and walks away. The crowd starts saying, "Holy shit, shut the up," and yeah, it's pretty funny. It just full disrespect. CM walks away, and I think it's hilarious. I thought it was a bit rude. Don't get me wrong, it was rude. CM, buddy, I expect more from you, but MJF deserved every bit of it. So. And then backstage, got Darby, just lost. But he says he's not going anywhere. He's a competitor. He'll take on the biggest and the most badassest, and we'll see what happens. Let's go. I mean, let's get a good matchup with Darby. I'm ready for it. He got his butt whooped, but he's got more in the tank. So then we have Leo and Dante Martin versus the Acclaim. They come out. Then you have, Dante and Leo. Leo's looking like Vegeta in this kind of cool outfit. It's like a gold Vegeta outfit. Then, Acclaim, now don't get me wrong, Acclaim is 19-4, which is impressive for any tag team. They're good wrestlers. I just hate great double team from Leo and Dante. And they're just working Owens. They're doing a great job. They're finally coming into their own, Dante and Leo. And it's nice to see. So Owens ends up coming back with some nasty chops to Dante. But he comes back with some nasty chops of his own, and Owens he takes it. It's great back and forth. And then Leo, he comes out and a very nice Hurricane Rana, some great strikes, and man, he is just moving fast. He goes right into this nice scissor kick, into a takedown on Owens, and really picks up the pace. Leo, this is the best I've seen him fight and wrestle in a while. He did a great job. Leo, he was moving and man, just like working Caster, a little bit of a cheap shot to his throat, but hey, ref didn't see it. You ain't cheating, you ain't competing, and that's exactly what Leo was doing. Then you have this huge drop kick from Dante, laying Owens out. He is on the floor. Leo comes out from beside, he's laying beside him, they're both just like out. And then a big time lariat from Caster. It was just a shotgun drop kick from Dante to Caster. Dante with a great springboard. He jumps from like one rope to the other and then comes in with like a nosedive splash. Then Leo, he just sets him up for this big frog splash. Comes out, lays him out. Like he hits Owens so hard, like he bounces. This frog splash, he hits him and it comes off of him and lands back on him. It was kind of funny, but it got the job done and they got the win. And then you have Powerhouse. As soon as Dante and Leo win, Powerhouse and some of the guys, they all come out and they're talking some S to Dante. They invite him to come join their group. And Dante's still a little hesitant, hurt-faced Dante. And then backstage we have Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Cage. They're talking about Fish and Cole. And, we'll see them face off on Friday. Just a lot of, S-Talk returning some of the other S-Talk. And that's what we'll see. So Friday night, they're going to go at it. It's going to be a great match. That one's going to be a banger. So make sure to check it out. Check us out. We're going to be reviewing it. So main event of the night. We have Jay Lethal versus Sammy Guevara. Now, Sammy Guevara, this is a title match. He has the TNT Championship title, and he's willing to put it up for Jay. They're going up. We're going to see how they face off. They're going to go at it. So Sammy, he comes out. He's real cocky. I mean, man, he's feeling himself. I don't really know why. I mean, Jay has just a clear size advantage and experience advantage. If you don't know, he's coming from Impact, and Jay Lethal is just that. He's lethal. He's a really good wrestler. So to see Sammy Guevara come out as cocky as he was interesting, but I mean, he comes out. So we have some really quick roll up real quick. They go back and forth, couple cradles, real nice. The crowd starts chanting, is like, this is wrestling. And I tell you what, it really was. It was the two of them. They go hard right from the start. Jay gets this really nice hip toss and then right into a drop kick. But Sammy, he's not going down easy. He kicks out real quick. Jay works the ribs, and Sammy's already hurt. He's got this big bandage around him, and man, it's like he's working the ribs hard. Sammy, he ends up trying to reverse this cutter, but dude, he just eats it. It's pretty bad. Not a very smooth reversal. But Sammy comes back. He hits this big flying takedown out of the ring, laying Jay out. And he kind of hurt himself a bit too, because when he came down, he landed a little bit weird on his hurt ribs. I mean, he came down from a big 20-foot ladder last week, and that's when he hurt his rib. But anyway, so Jay, he's back in the ring. Sammy's off the post and just does like this moonsault. Jay gets his knees up, and he gets him up just in time. And gosh, it's again with the ribs. Sammy lands right on his ribs. So Jay is just a beast. I mean, he's just a mass of a man versus Sammy, who's just still kind of a boy. I mean, he's up and coming. And the ref tries to call it a little bit, but Sammy is all heart. I mean, let's be honest. He's there. He's in it to fight. And the two, they lock up and just start trading blows, man. I swear, it must have been like at least 15 or 20 blows. So Sammy comes off the ropes, and Jay catches him mid-stride, throws him like 20 feet in the air, and he comes down. Then follows up with a brain buster right on the floor. Sammy catches him with a Spanish fly, and man, it's great. They go back and forth. Big knee from Sammy to Jay, and just like this running knee catches him, and it starts to change the pace a little bit. Sammy tries to get like this big front flip. It's look at him. I'm loco, man. I'm loco. He jumps out of the ring, does his front flip. Jay's out of the way. Sammy hits the table, breaks the table, and he's hurt. He's hurt real bad. Nobody's home. He eats all of it. Sammy's back in the ring. He's dropping some elbows, does like this nice counter into a crucifix, gets the 2 count, and somehow Jay he kicks out. Jay comes back with this really nice figure 4. Sammy's able to get to the ropes. He's out. Sammy comes back. He counters this dragon suplex, and man, he lands right on his feet. It's great. Jay has both arms. He goes to throw it. Sammy flips, bam, right on his feet. It's just beautiful. Well done, Sammy, really. Then finally he gets the GTH, and holy cow, does he get the GTH. So Jay is out, he gets his 3 count. Sammy keeps his title. I'm shocked, Sammy's shocked, crowd's shocked. They're supporting their boy, Sammy. It's a really cool moment. Great introduction for Jay Lethal. I didn't see this coming. I thought for sure he was just gonna take Sammy out. But the kid, he did great. So good job. You did a great job. You deserve it, man. So, all right, here at Take It to the Ring, we like to give each fight card a fight card rating. So we have 5 for Fight Forever, then 4, this is awesome, 3, you still got it, and then 2 is like a what? And then 1 is boring. It's boring, you know, no other way to describe it. Check us out, we'll be far more entertaining. I would give this a solid 3 for you still got it. And it really was a good match. The final one with Sammy and Jay was just awesome. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. You're amazing, we love you. If you like what you see here, please take a moment, make sure you leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. And for more WrestleCap videos like this, click that link right there below and we'll give you all the content you want. Until next time, it's Billy here, and don't stop believing.